Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the first day of 2020. Well, it's been a great day of markets. Markets have been continuing to show some bit of response on the stock specific side, but then the index has not been too great. Well, we have seen that the markets are witnessing some bit of profit booking, but then the attempt to move higher continues to remain on the cards. That's why I am going to now discuss as to what can we do in such a market scenario. Well, some stocks are definitely doing well, and whether you are there in the right stocks. Today, markets are showing some promise, but then we need to see the promise is lying in which kind of stock. So that's why we are going to use a software called as NeoTrader. For those who are online with me, can check out how to do market analysis, and that's what I'm covering as part of this video today. And the entire focus of the end of day analysis is to help you understand the markets better and also find out how you can participate in the market on a consistent basis. Do remember that markets are all about how you're going to make the most out of the situation, and that's why it is very important that you understand that we are going to be in the market for a very long time on the long side. So that being the case, let's try and use NeoTrader and dive right in. So once you go down to the dashboard, you can see here that the markets are trying to show some promise. Let me have the screens refreshed so that we know exactly where are we right now. You can see here that this is a situation of the markets at 250, and we can see that the markets are trying to attempt to move higher now. And this dashboard, which has been designed by our founder Dr. Narayan, the main aim is to give you a complete clarity on the market. You can see here that the market continues to maintain an even pace. And what is interesting to see here is that this particular advanced decline ratio is continuing to remain muted. You can see here there is hardly any advanced decline, and the reason being that the markets, the first day of the market, and that's why markets are in a way telling us you can relax on the first day of the year, because I am not interested to go up or down. And that's why you're seeing that as we near the end of the day, we are witnessing some mild action to the upside now. And you can see here the heat map. The heat map gives us a lot of clarity, and you can see that the Adani group has been showing some promise, and that's why the names from the Adani group has featured amongst the top gainers as far as the Nifty FNO basket is concerned. But then we have seen that compared to the Nifty FNO basket, there has been some surprising moves which many people have ignored in the small cap. This feature is not available with anyone, because many people are not able to understand what stocks are moving and how to analyze those stocks. While index takes a breather, it's always important to know which stock is going to move, and it's best analyzed using a particular kind of setup which we have designed for every kind of Nifty basket. And you can see here that the Nifty mid small group is showing a much better performance. You can see here that the Nifty mid cap group is showing a much better performance and is giving us clarity on what can we look at for the coming days, and what can be considered as a potential BTST. You can see here there are many names which have been doing well, and you can see that this space compared to the FNO space is strewn with lot of opportunities here. You can see here the heat map is showing more than 40 stocks which are showing some promise to the upside, and they are consisting of majority of stocks which are promising that we can look at from the positive frame of mind. You can see here this entire heat map consisting of the Nifty 500 shows us that there is a strong bullish momentum here compared to the sideways drift which we were seeing on the FNO space. This is the heat map, and it is giving us some idea about where we should be concentrating now. And to gain some more insight on what's happening, let's go and take a look at the space in terms of what exactly is moving. We have a page called as Expert Alerts. Expert Alerts is a beautiful page which has been designed, and it gives us complete clarity on what's happening in the market right now. And this page gives us an opportunity for us to find out some quick opportunities because there are many experts which are at work, and all of them are aiming to give you a constant insight into what's really happening. So you can see here the name of Adani Ports. One way to find out a stock opportunity here is I type in the name of Adani Ports, and you can see here it's appearing in multiple places. There is a volume surge here, which says that there is some strong volume being witnessed. It's doing well compared to the previous week and even the previous day, and it's also showing some strong momentum. Those who are familiar with the ADX momentum indicator can see here that Adani Ports is looking well set for being recommended as a BTST. Adani Ports has also been one of the top gainers today, and it continues to hold the bullish poise despite markets witnessing some softness. So now let's go and take a look at the chart of Adani Ports and see whether there is some momentum to the upside. You can see here the charts of Adani Ports. I'm putting a 15-minute chart here, and you can see here the strong rise in Adani Ports is continuing to be held, and it suggests that towards the end of the day it is managing to hold on to its gains, and which clearly suggests that there could be some potential move to the upside, and it could be considered as a bullish play for today. So we have one BTST from Adani Port. Let's also find out what is being shown on the bearish side as well, because markets are continuing to show weakness as well in certain occasions. So now on the bearish side we have the names of escorts appearing multiple number of times. So let's go and see how many times escorts appears on our page. You can see here escorts is appearing up to 5 times, so which clearly suggests that there could be some bearishness. Yes, auto sector is witnessing some bearishness, and if we were to look at the charts of escorts, you could get some clarity on what escorts is doing. You can see here, yes, escorts has been in a continuous decline, and you in this tool of Bollinger Band, it is tagging the lower band, and there is considerable volume being seen here on decline, which suggests that there could be more pain in escorts for the coming days. So it's a good STBT candidate. So we have a BTST from uh, on the from Adani Ports, and we have an STBT from escorts, and we got this from the expert alerts page. So these are two stock recommendations from the expert alerts page. Then for those who always want to know what's exactly is happening in the market, where should I be concentrating on, so in such a scenario you have something called as query window. Query window is a very interesting page that has been designed, and the aim of query window is to tell you what stock is moving at the moment. This makes your job very easy because it is giving you a clarity on the kind of market movement. Yes, we said that the mid and small cap space is showing some quite a bit of aggression. So let's first go and take a look at this sector for our viewers. So you can see here that the stocks of Jindal Saw, Suzlon, Century. So what NeoTrader is trying to do is it is helping you take a decision. Mind you, in this kind of market scenario, decision making becomes a challenge. And when decision making is delayed, it always results in imperfect execution. Well, we all do imperfect execution, but then lesser the imperfection, higher the chances of making money. That's why this whole concept of concentrating and finding out the stocks which are in action makes your job much easier. So you can see here there are names of Jindal Saw, Suzlon, Century Ply. So these are some names which are showing up is in the top 10. So let's go and take a look at say maybe Century Ply and Trident and see how are the charts shaping up. So now I put on the chart of Century Ply. I can get a look at to as to how the momentum is moving up. You can see here that there is a nice move to the upside. There is a strong momentum which is building up. It has just come up. You can see here a nice long body candle which has broken out above the recent consolidation, and this gives it a very good opportunity to initiate some longs, because the whole scenario is was quite muted for last 2 days, and today at the end of the session we are witnessing some strong bullish momentum in play, and this could help the prices move higher. So this stock was observed from our page called as query window. Here you can see it's the number 3 stock and it is showing some movement, and this was caught by NeoTrader. It's such a feature which is not available anywhere on any software, because it is processing the information. There are various algos which are present in NeoTrader, and all these things are designed to help you understand the market and quickly take a decision either to go long or to go short. So now the other stock which we are seeing on the screen is Trident. So let's go and take a look at Trident as well from the textile space. So now if I were to put Trident, let's see how it's shaping up. So you can see here Trident, not much of action here. So let's go and take a look at Kirloskar Engineering. So I'm checking out some stocks from the small cap space also, so that you can see that NeoTrader is all about opportunity, an opportunity which we should not miss. And that's why you can see here that there is a strong and steady build up. And now once the stock comes into your radar, you're ready to take an action on this. So it can be a stock which has started to move now, or it can be a stock which has moved for a while and then taken a pause and then it continues its upward traction. In such scenarios, it is when you need to know when is the stock getting ready for action, or when is the stock subsiding in its momentum. So all these things are possible, and that's why this query window is a very useful feature. You can see some stocks here. They were witnessing some strong rise today, but then now it's witnessing a profit booking. You may be seeing that yes, CAR rating has opened up well, but then if you know in the last 5 minutes there is some profit booking emerging, you would not want to initiate some long, or if you're already long, you would exit your long position and wait for some pullback. So that's how you need to see this market scenario, because current market scenario demands that we are more adequately informed about what is happening, and this makes it a very interesting space right now, because using artificial intelligence we have designed various kinds of algos that is reading the market scenario and helping you take a market decision. If you want to know more about how NeoTrader works, or how you can work with NeoTrader for making consistent return from the markets, you should definitely take a look at the link below and get an idea about what really NeoTrader does and how you can use the NeoTrader in a more consistent way, so that you can become a more profitable and consistent trader. So now let's go and take a look at what's really happening. So for example, if you want to see what are the stocks, if you want to know at any point in time as to what trends are at work, so you can go to a page called as a pivots view page. You can click on the pivots view. We have something called as Fibonacci pivots. Fibonacci pivots are a very exciting way to read the markets, and from here you get to know what are the stocks which are in action again right now. You can click on this toggle which says that what are the stocks which are moving now, and you can see here that there is some movement seen in NTPC on Godrej CP. So these are the stocks which are in action. So for those who were not very positive about stocks like NTPC, you can see that today the stock has been doing well, And now you can see here, this is the kind of movement which it has seen. This was the morning open. The day began here. Since morning, the stock has moved by 3 rupees, which is 3%, and the stock continues to show some promise, and you're seeing some nice volumes here. And this stock was identified because you were able to see on the Fibonacci pivots that there is some positive momentum being seen here, and this is causing us to take a look at it from a positive way. There are various kinds of time frame analysis also being done on the pivots. So all these things we share in our training webinars. This we also do in our guidance webinars, where we take you through the whole understanding of NeoTrader. There are various sets of tools available for those who want to analyze. For people who want to get ready-made palettes, there are ready-made palettes available where the trades are displayed, and you can get to take a trade. And for those who are not having time during the day, there are also end of day analysis being made visible, and this makes it a very interesting phase for all the people who are trying to make money from the market. See, when you're making money from the market, one should remember that we are always having shortage of time, and when time is of the essence, you should remember that anything that helps you take advantage of the market scenario in less amount of time spent should be looked at. And that's why we are doing this presentation in the live market, to show you that the markets are a very exciting way to make money. And in today's scenario, markets are actually the only way you can make money. So you can see here that this end of day analysis is helping you to find out opportunities. Now after 3 p.m. you have got some BTST trades here. I spoke to you about Adani Ports. Adani Ports is also flashed as a BTST opportunity here. And NTPC also another stock which I had discussed with you. So you can see here that the names which we discussed have now also featured in our BTST mode. So that's how NeoTrader works, and that's what I wanted to share with you in this video, to show you, or rather give you a glimpse of the power behind NeoTrader. And I will be keeping on sharing such glimpses. You could also take advantage of such a powerful software. NeoTrader is all about how to build a strategy of stock selection. It's not a scanner, but it is a strategy. It is a strategy. You need to have a strategy to get into the market and make money consistently. So with that, I come to an end of this particular markets live end of day session analysis. And in this end of day session analysis, we have identified some BTST in NTPC, in Adani Ports. We saw a sell opportunity in Escorts. So these were some names which have come to light. There are some names which are reflected here. You can see here Escorts once again is getting flashed on the short side. So you can see here Escorts, Maruti, Aisha Motor. So there are some negative plays in the auto which are getting reflected. So that will also give you an idea that the auto sector is under some pressure. So that way you will be able to get an assessment of the sector as well. So all these things and many more things are going to be discussed in such webinar. Stay connected, subscribe to our channel, and ensure that you are staying on the right side of the market and on the bright side of the market, because chart advice is revolutionizing the way everyone is going to trade in the market. Thank you for watching.